If you are very observant, one of the shocking realizations that you come to discover is that as a young person, there are certain factors in your life that you cannot control, but it can have a huge impact in your life. Yes, let me take you back to an incident that happened in 2019 when I was a freshman in KNUST. I was in Africa Hall by then, and with those of you who are so familiar with KNUST campus, you know that right behind Africa Hall, there's there's a place called AU Gardens. Most of the time on Saturdays from 4 p.m. to 6 a.m., that is 2 hours. I usually spend 2 hours at the AU Gardens thinking about myself, reading, or sometimes talking to a few friends. I remember I went to the AU Gardens to read. I went there purposely to read it. So I had a book in hand called Juliet's Dance. I think those of you who love reading, you are just familiar with Juliet's Dance. It was written by Peggy Opon. May her soul rest in perfect peace. So I went there and I was so much absorbed in the book to the point that I didn't realize there was a lady seated in front of me about 10 meters away. So after I think 30 to 45 minutes after reading, I just decided to surf the internet or go to social media for some time. And I realized something, that the lady that was in front of me, in fact, she was a very beautiful lady, and I was just contemplating whether to talk to her, but I realized that she was depressed and frustrated. I've been seeing her around because we're in the same hall. Yeah, she was in Africa Hall and I was also in Africa Hall, but I realized that she was so frustrated and depressed, so I just decided to approach her. So I approached this lady and we talked for about 5 to 7 minutes. You know, when I was in first year, I didn't know how to talk to ladies. You know, I mentioned my name and one or two things and I'm just done. I didn't know how to talk to ladies. But I just decided to talk to this particular lady and find out what the problem was, so that maybe we can come up with a solution. Okay, so after 5 to 7 minutes, I just left and I told her that maybe we'll meet another time. So I think the next Friday, I was upstairs and I decided to come downstairs to buy bread. So after buying the bread, I met her at the entrance of the hall. I was coming back to my room and I met her at the entrance of my hall. She told me she's going to class, and I told her that I would like to talk to her another time. And she asked me whether I'll be coming to the AU Gardens, and I told her that most of the time, Saturdays, I'm usually there. So she told me, okay, then we will get a time and we talk. So I like to take every single detail. So when I knew the lady has changed or she was depressed, I just knew, because I've been seeing her around with her nice face, but at that point when I saw her, she was so depressed. That is why I was eager to talk to her. So we met the following Saturday and she revealed an information to me that 2 months ago her dad passed away, and the day she was at the AU Gardens, she received a call from home that her mom has been admitted to the hospital. When she told me that, I was very sad, and I didn't know what to tell her, because I could just imagine the kind of pain that she's going through. A first year student whose dad passed away 2 months, and all of a sudden your mom has been admitted to the hospital. Just imagine this kind of pain. So I just told her that she shouldn't worry, everything is going to be fine. She went ahead and she told me that her life has been so much built around her dad that the moment she heard that her dad is no more, her world started falling apart. I could just understand the kind of pain that she was going through. And so when her mom was admitted to the hospital, it broke her down. And she went on to tell me that if the condition persists, she would have no option than to leave school. So I did the normal thing. I motivated her, I talked to her, but deep down within me, I knew that this problem is above motivation. It's above inspiring. I think I honestly didn't know what to tell her. Seriously. She shouldn't worry, everything is going to be fine, she's going to be happy. You know, I just tried my possible best to make her happy and stuff. But I think after I talked to her, the following week, I didn't see her again up to now. The incident happened in 2019, and up to now, I've not heard any information about her. I don't know whether she's still alive. I don't know, and She has my number. I tried calling her. It went through, but she didn't pick. Later, the number cannot be reached, and up to now, I've not heard from her. Time that I go on my knees to pray, I just try my possible best to remember her in my prayers. But today I woke up and I just decided to do this video because her name was resounding in my mind, and I just decided to do this video so that everybody can, every young person out there can appreciate the gravity of what every person is passing through. Okay, when the lady opened up to me and she told me the kind of challenge that she was going through, I suddenly understood life at a very different dimension. That there are certain people who have resorted to so many activities that they don't want to do it, but they just have to do it to survive. I just felt that, and today when I just woke up, it was just fresh in my memories, and I wanted to do a video about it. If you are fortunate enough and your parents are still alive, whether your mom is still alive or whether your dad is still alive, see, you must live strategically. All right, you must speed in your growth. You don't understand the kind of problems that people are going through. If, let's say, you use 2 hours for personal development, you must increase it to 3 hours, because in the world now, the last day that you are living can be your last day on earth. Okay, and until the unfortunate happens to you, you need to take advantage of the time. If you read the book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15, the Bible says that be careful how you live your life, not as foolish but as wise men, taking advantage of the time. So while you are alive and while you have breath in your nostrils, please, I'm begging you, try your possible best and develop some skills for yourself. Try your possible best and become the best version of yourself until the unfortunate thing happens. But I just want you to understand something, that as a young person, there are certain factors that are not within your power to control. And there are certain factors that are in your power to control. The ones that you have power to control, please control it, and control it very well. You can control the information that goes on in your mind. You can control the skills that you can build. You can control the knowledge that you have about yourself. You can control the skills that you build. You can control the friends that you meet, and you can control how impactful your life will become. Okay, please take advantage of the time. Develop some skills, meet good friends, build yourself up before the unfortunate thing happens to you, because the unfortunate thing is going to happen to everybody on it. But while you have time, do something to overshadow it, and that is when you become the best version of yourself. Thank you very much for joining me, and see you in the next video.